Hey, what's up, my wolf pack? It's your girl, Wolfy, here for another story time. Okay, so this all started back when I was a little kid. Uh, I can't remember. I don't exactly remember the age I was in, but I remember when I was younger, I had to suffer a lot of ear infections. It wasn't like a normal ear infection where let's see, I know I'm pretty. Have any of you ever suffered a ear infection that only happened like once or something like that? You know, like once in a while you get an ear infection out of nowhere. Well, for me, it was a literal hell. When I was younger, I used to have a lot of ear infections every year. And I mean, every year I'm always getting ear infections. And I remember as a kid, my parents did not understand why my ears have been getting infected lately a lot. So it's been a huge concern. So I remember I went to the doctor because my ear was hurting, and this doctor was not very nice. Like, she wouldn't, like, when I was, like, scared, because, like, there's this device she'd use, I don't know if you ever got your ears like washed by a certain uh, device they use to clean your ears out and stuff. So that this is what they. So I went to the doctor, right? So I went to a kid's doctor, and they literally would like they get this weird device thing. I don't know what it was, but they get this device thing. They get this device thing and they put it to my ear, and what they have to do is that they have to uh, push it to make it shoot out water just to drain your ears and stuff. It may sound like it's painful, but it wasn't. However, this doctor wasn't very, gentle with me at all. Like, she literally would rush herself to clean my ear out. So op- she for some reason, like, she kept squirting my ear, and I remember I was like screaming my lungs out because it was uncomfortable and I hated it because I hated the doctor not being gentle with me or actually helping me, like comforting me, saying it's gonna be okay, it's not gonna hurt or whatever. So after all that literal hell, finally it was over, and I felt relieved that it was finally over, and I thought it was the end of it, but nope. So another ear infection happened, and this one it was so bad. It's because like the doctor realized that my ears were not designed to like drain all the earwax and all that stuff like properly, so that's why I got an ear infection a lot. So then I so that's when I was driven to an actual hospital. This was actually my first time to actually be in the hospital. There was no not I didn't get injuries or anything. Yeah, this was like I had to head to the ER because my ear was like, my ears weren't like, they're not being normal. They're obviously like, getting infected a lot for some odd reason. So, so what happened was I remember going to the hospital and it was oh my god. Like I think when I was a kid, I was like so confused. Like what the hell? Where am I? Like where am I? Like what is this place? I remember as a kid, I used to have like a pink teddy bear. I named it Pinky because uh, it was a really cute teddy bear, where it had like that weird looking collar design on it. I forget what it's called, but it kind of looks like a British looking thing. It was like a circus neck thing. So I had a pink teddy bear with me because I had a stuffed animal. I had a lot of stuffed animals. So when I went to the hospital, I took my pink teddy bear with me just to keep me comforting and all that. And I remember changing into a gown, hospital gown, and yada yada yada. I'm just not gonna make this story too long. So when time passed, I remember going to the hospital, and the doctor said that they will have a way to help my ears be able to drain properly since when I was younger, my ears weren't for some reason not draining out enough stuff in them, and they started to like get infected a lot. So once that happens, I remember I was in the hospital bed and I was like, because I think the doctor said I can have apple juice when I get done with the whatever they're gonna do. So I remember I remember I was being rolled away and they put me to sleep. And I don't remember anything of what happened, but I remember one of my parents told me that they put these tubes inside of my ear. I was asleep, by the way, so I wasn't able to feel all this. So after I passed out from what is it called? Like anesthetic is what it was. They used an anesthetic and they knocked me out. And I remember one of my parents told me that they actually had to, they put these tubes inside of my ears to help my ears drain properly. So when they successfully did that, I remember waking up all confused, like not knowing what was happening. And I remember it was dark in the room because, like, when they put you in the recovery room, they keep it dark so that you can wake up or something. And I remember waking up like so confused, and I remember how I look over, and I see my parents like walking up to me because they saw me wake up from the anesthetic or or whatever the what is it called? Like, is it called anesthetic or something? Like, I forget the name, but or tranquilizer, I believe. I think it's what it's called. Like, they use that, but no, I don't think it would be that. But whatever, just that. And yeah, so technically, that was like my first ever time to be at a hospital because of a ear infection I had like many years. Um, yeah, so that's my story time of how I went to the hospital for the first time ever for an ear infection. Anyways, I didn't want to make the story long, but this is all I could remember because I was so knocked out. I don't remember the entire thing, but I just do remember as a kid I used to have like a lot of ear infections and yeah, so that's why I thought this will relate to some of you that if you ever had an ear infection and if you had an ear infection before, or if you had like a I don't know if you had like a not an ear infection, but maybe like if you ever had like a first time in the hospital at all, like if you could relate to this story. But yeah, so I thought to share this to you with you because I just thought of it throughout, making another video of like something. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that story time. I will make more videos eventually. Hopefully in another game, because like I'm getting kind of tired of doing like Rec Room story time videos on here. So maybe I'll do a story time in Little Big Planet or something to make it different. So forgive me if the controls are weird, because like I haven't played Little Big Planet for ages now. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this little small story time, and it's getting late for me, so I'm gonna get off and like rest up and shit. So I hope you guys enjoyed that story time, and I guess I'll see you Wolfpack members next time in the next video. Bye!